Welcome to Horizon 2 Forbidden West Burning Shores version 1.21 and my blind, careful, ultra hard let's play. And I have done some exploring around the islands and the Hollywood sign. Find some live machinery and I should probably meet up with my new friend to explore the tower, like this tower. And then probably come back here and see if I can figure out what this thing is. This seems to be one of the engines for moving the Horus forward, and judging by the tendrils here, that might be something just in augmented reality for the focus to symbolize energy connections. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be, but it could be just an augmented reality augmentation. But it indicates that it has been modified or overridden. So see, here it is. One overridden energy and another. So it looks like it could be something that's used for hovering or moving around. I said last that it was some form of energy reactor or something, but think more that it's some sort of locomotion device. But now should continue to investigate this tower after I have looked over my gear, and I want to be careful not to use up resources that I'm going to need for future upgrades. But it does seem that I'm going to need machine parts that don't have yet. Can I get this open? Let's see. Yeah. So the parts I need might be found on the east side, but I haven't gotten to yet. Don't know how dangerous it is to be this close. Okay, so this is might be some sort of control device. Can I scan it? Generator control node. Access point for power generators of Zenith design. May be vulnerable to military grade override. Something I don't think I have. So since Ayla is a genetic copy of Elizabeth Sobeck, she has the genetic key to access the Zero Dawn project facilities, and that has gotten her access to a lot of things. But other stuff outside the Zero Dawn project, she wouldn't have automatically access to. And that would include our military installations. So we have to so this could potentially be part of device that we could use to defend against the Nemesis threat. And we have to find I'm not that good at names. Have to find Walter Londra and see if we could get his help. Right. I was waiting with a character bio for the leader, but I forgot to read it before when I talked to him, so I can do this now again. Instead, I'm going to go back to the settlement zone. So, Garrett, Quen Admiral, biography, leading the most ambitious expedition in the history of the Quen Empire, should have been a crowning achievement of the Admiral Garrett's already decorated career. But such dreams of glory were torn to pieces by devastating typhoon, along with the expedition's ships. With the other half of the fleet deemed lost, Garrett and his remaining crew washed up in the untamed wilds of the burning shores, far from their intended destination. A fair but cautious leader, he has maintained order among the survivors while relying on dauntless marines like Seika to ensure the survival. But with many of the crew now missing under mysterious circumstances and with little hope of escaping their predicament, he has resorted to desperate measures, even going so far as to tolerate Seika's breaking tribal law and teaming up with an outsider to search for the lost people. And that's what I'm going to do. down here.
Here I come.
Or down one level. A reflection on Reese Clarker. You don't know who's the spouse to the Farsinet yet. A reflection on Reese Clarker. Spent the last 8 years working as an analyst for his company, Holo World Holdings. My job was to process and assess data streams related to the reception of the company's holos and our media ventures across various international territories. As time went on, Clarker squeezed my group more and more, locking us into grueling schedules and grading us on our hourly output. Despite promising otherwise, he used our performance data as a template to develop an AI to replace us. I was laid off last week with no severance. So imagine my surprise then I woke up this morning to a link about his new Socratic Holo conversation on CEO Circuit called Clarker in the Mirror, a reflection on inwardness, being, and usefulness. In it, he bleats about achieving a new meta-self, enabling inner tranquility through outer awareness that drives previously unimaginable levels of productivity. He drives productivity all right by being a ball-breaking technocratic taskmaster bent on bleeding the humanity out of his employees. The only outer awareness he has the only outer awareness he has regards his bottom line and how to afford a 25 billion berth in Walter Londra's yacht hub. Mr. Clarker, on behalf of myself and all my former colleagues, you can take your meta self and show it in all the way up your meta, blah blah. So, yeah, corporate greed. I think one of the things that I think was interested in, especially in the Zero Dawn, was the coverage of the universal unconditional basic income, and there has been a lot of talk about universal basic income being an inevitability because of the technological advances in robotics and artificial intelligence. Um, and there is lots of things you can talk about that, but from the Stone Age and forward, things that used to take a lot of work, like cutting down trees and building houses, to gather wood for cooking food, and everything else. With the development of tools and technology, those things that used to take up a large part of the days and a lot of work to construct, like uh, construct living quarters or preparing food, washing clothes, or other things. Uh, the automation freed up that time to be used on other things, and over time, more and more of the time has been freed up from the stuff that constitutes the lowest range on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So there is less time needed to ensure your survival, and then more time used for other things. And that means that during the industrialization, the more time, a larger percentage of the workforce has been placed in service industry and entertainment, uh, personal assistants, and things that's not strictly necessary for survival. And that means also that with a continued development, we have a larger percentage of the workforce that isn't that is no longer needed for the basic stuff, and it's more and more in the realm of artistry, of creativity, things higher on the rank. And that also means that since people are diverse and the society has evolved, but the genetic makeup of people hasn't evolved. We still have some portions who's not suited for the things that makes up the things that in the society can generate an income. Like there is a large focus on being able to be creative, working groups, being flexible, uh, being able to sell yourself, and some people can do well in that environment and other people are not. That means that there are larger portion of the population that's being that are going to be left out because they don't like the type of jobs that could get them an income. And this is going to be even more clear with continued advances in robotics and in artificial intelligence. and that means that we got the technology for a post-scarcity society, but we still have an economic system that has the old, outdated view of people having to earn their living and having access to the produce of the society based on their ability to sell themselves in a marketplace. So there are two sides of the universal basic income. One side is the uh, market, is that it's a necessity or inevitability, and something that's going to be replacing social welfare. And but the other side is that it's a natural progression to a post-scarcity society there we don't really need to make a connection between uh, what you actually your ability to sell yourself and find your place in the marketplace and your access to the riches of society. So for my point of view, I'm seeing it as a step towards a post trade economy where we don't access economy where we don't need to have use money or trade at all, because most of the things are stuff that we can produce in abundance, so we don't need to put a price on it like many things today. Like for 100 years ago, if you wanted to listen to classical music, you had to buy a ticket to a concert hall, and that would constitute a very large chunk of an average monthly income for an average household. And today it's free. You pay for it by advertisement, but the actual cost uh, to distribute the music is super low if you compare it to 100 years ago when you had to actually go to a place and listen to the live performance. And with 3D printing and lots of other stuff, more and more things are going to be much more affordable, much more uh, reaching a price point where we don't need to put a price on it at all. Yeah, so that's my short comment on this data point. I could talk more about it, but I'm supposed to move towards the shore and continue to back to the mainland, to the village. So there should be a boat somewhere. I don't want to cross that line. Where are my boat? It's all over there on the other side. could I do a fast travel here? Yeah. Okay, so just let's just return to Fleet's End.
Yeah, I should, considering everything.
I'm going to go to the workbench and plan my resources for future upgrades, and then take a look at the I could do that now.
Up for trade?
Yeah, I should buy more smoke bombs, I think. Let's start with that. Store. Do I want to buy or produce these? I think I can produce them. Yeah, this thing. So I think this is about the distribution that I want. That depends on, since I try to avoid getting hurt at all. I need cleanse. I want to use overdraw more often to increase my damage. The stamina, I could maybe store one of them. Right. And I want to actually choose what food to use. And let's produce some ammunition also, since I'm here. I might be choosing the wrong arrows, I don't know, but it's not super important. Just to have a bit extra. So for foods, I did collect and bought some before I came here. And for general purpose food, for fights where I'm not in out of reach for the enemy, and I'm probably going to be running around, I should use foods that increases Valor Surge. So that's the one I'm going to choose to bring with me. And that's also another way to get extra health buffer. I haven't used my Shredder Gauntlet yet. Since I prefer to stay out of reach from the machines, I usually use the Shredder Gauntlet if I'm at a distance and behind a rock, so I can just look look to the side of a rock and throw it and then catch it. It's a strange mechanic, but it can pass through solid objects, so I can hide behind the rock and catch it when it comes back. Now I was supposed to... Well, I got enough smoke bombs, it seems. Okay, so let's... can I buy? I want to sell all these things. I started at about 100,000 and see how I'm doing right now. Also going to sell the pouch upgrade stuff. I'm doing pretty well so far. Good, and now for the actual upgrades. So this for the damaged bow. I need the Stalker Circulator and 1 Brimshine. And then 2 Brimshine and then 3 Brimshine. So just 6 for this. And I have 22 right now, so I can use some of them for other stuff. So Stalker Circulator, Apex Ravager Heart, I got it. And I'm still missing Luminous Brainstem and Bile Gut. Right? And for I also have my new rope caster, and this is Bile Gut and 6 Brimshine. That seems to be 1, 2, 3 for this. Bile Gut that I got. Rollerback, I haven't seen that yet. And Tide Ripper, that one I can get easily. And I still need more Luminous Brainstems, and that I also can get if I need. Right, so it's 6 plus 6 is 12. And that means that I got 10 Brimshine for other stuff right now. But I'm also going to want to upgrade this one. And also Luminous Brainstem. and 5. So I got 5 left. I'm probably going to get more Brimshine on the way. But was it something else I wanted right now? Maybe waves could be if it's something that suits this. I also had waves at the Stitcher. Elite Acid. I think I want this. Elite Berserk. Instantly Berserk. That could be good with maybe a bolt blaster or something. Can only be equipped with weapons that have impact explosive berserk ammunition unlocked. It could be good with a bolt blaster or warrior bow or something quick. I want to get this. I can wait a little bit, I think. Fire. Frost. Yes, please. Knockdown. Probably. Increase knockdown power by 15% as well as explosive and projectile damage against knockdown enemies. That's better. All of these are pretty good. So, okay, I got 16 left. Don't want to use too much. Shock and tear. This is... Oh, reload. Yes, please. And... That's a lot. Now I've spent almost everything.
May your arrows find your mark, Huntress.
But I think this is the best thing I can do to prepare right now.
Reporting in, sir.
Lots of new things. Let's equip them. So, yeah. Shock. Good. And draw speed, reload speed, reload speed. Now I'm confused. Wasn't this compatible with... I wanted that for the rope caster. Elite. Oh no! I got the overdraw. I wanted the reload. Do you have reload? Wasn't there an... Was I mistaken? There wasn't an reload? It's an overdraw. I just looked at the circle arrow and I wanted a reload. Okay, So it's an overdraw.
Your loss.
That wasn't what I was... but it's I can use it for the Grave Singer's Lament. 12% and replace that with increase reload and draw speed as well as overdraw damage. Ah, that's it. But I can't can I use it on the ropecaster? Overdraw damage. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I need to be able to quickly tie down machines. What was left now? Acid, frost, and tear. Component tear, tear damage, tear damage. Increases tear damage to armor and external resource components by 12% and tear damage to weak spots by 25%. So that's excellent. And now frost. And this is frost. 15, 15, 15. And I'm going to use increase frost damage and severity by 15% and the chance for enemies to instantly enter brittle state by 5%. Excellent. And what was the last one? I got acid. So that's still something that I'm using this for. Instant corroding, 4%. And increase acid damage and severity by 15%. This is so incredibly much more powerful than the other legendaries. The chance for enemies to instantly enter corroding state by 5% and explosive and projectile damage while in the state by 18%. This is super much better than anything else. It's a bit stupid. Do I have... I don't think so. That's the Relentless Bolt Blaster. Did I get something else? No, I didn't recoil this after. That's not good. I must have forgotten it. Right. I was thinking about replacing this, but stupid. Let's fix this now. Don't want agility damage. High ground. No, this is just... let's use just impact for now. And this is still let's see, it's 238 compared to 245. It's actually, yeah, it's better. And was it this one? So I couldn't use crit chance, but I'm out of coils. Short range damage probably, because I'm usually using this when I tie down on freezing machines. Do I have something for short range? Or similar? Close range damage. Draw speed? No. Explosive? No. Impact damage? Maybe. Overdraw damage? Absolutely. 15, 25, 25. So that should help out. And since I'm not using this one, and this is basically the same, I can put this in the and this one isn't upgraded yet.
Let me guess.
So
Supervisor gave you a
let's store those. Store this one and this one. This is the canister of caster. So, okay. Is that all? Did I have better shock?
time.
This is 15%, this is 12%. I had also this one. I think I got some shock left. Okay. And what about this one? I was going to choose Forge.
I have.
Um, so I was wanting Valor Search. This is weapon stamina, this is Valor Search. So taking this, Sun King's
Miles as
Delight,
you need.
and now I can unequip those that I don't use. I still don't have a mount call, so let's remove that. Odor potion. Don't have this. So I want the. I have a smoke bomb here, and I want this. This is not right. I need the smoke bomb
Admiral says we can trade. Let's.
near the healing. Okay. Smoke bomb healing, cleanse potions, rocks. Think that's better. And that was a lot of
I
preparing.
don't need what I have to survive these deadly shores.
Hey,
Yeah.
you holding up okay?
So that was everything for this episode.
Good job, Super. As I was saying, what was I saying? Have you seen the odd weapons being traded about?
They're
They're not
primitive.
combat.
damn sturdy.
But it sounded strong enough to chase the barbarians before.
Nobody lost their money's wallet.
Wow. I think that bird is
Where were you this morning?
huh.
Anyone really want help?
Are you the same person who had that bird in the cage?
Hard work. It helps rely on food sources.
I think it's get a bit hotter if you actually light the fire.
So,
Right, so that's enough for now. I think I'm ready for a continuing investigation of the tower and finding the missing
She's new.
Gwen. So, bye for now.